Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be making a baby blanket and burp cloths from only materials that I already have. Let's get into it. I don't have the baby blanket and burp cloths to show you. I can show you at the end, but I've already given them as gifts and the recipients loved it, and I'm so grateful for people when they appreciate the handmade gifts that I've made. I can't wait to see them use it with their baby. The baby is not born yet, so it's a pre-baby gift. But with that being said, enjoy the process. Here is our color palette. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flannels. I can cut them into 4-inch strips. Some of them have 1 strip worth, some of them have 2 or 3. What I'll do is cut them all 4 inches, and then I will just sew the rows together, and then we'll cut them into strips. And then this like silky satin is what I'm going to use for the back. Here is the layout that I came up with. So as you can see, I tried to so these are singles, and then these guys, there's only 2 of those, and then these aren't touching. See how those are spread out? So I tried to make sure they were evenly spread out. Now what I'm going to do is sew the strips together. There's 11 strips, 4 inches, so that's 44 inches, but with seam allowance, I think we're going to come out to be about, I don't know, 40 inches across, which 40 by 40 is great. Here's what I got so far. It still needs to be ironed, but all the pieces are together. I've thought about, I know there's a way you can cut and then it ends up being each one's a block. I'm too scared to screw it up. I don't want to mess it up. So I'm gonna iron it, so make all the seams, I think I'm just gonna go all the seams one way. But yeah, I don't know. I might look up some videos. I'm scared to screw it up. If I were to do it, I would do 4 inches cut across so that they'd be 4 by 4 blocks. But I don't know. I'm really scared to mess it up. All right, it's all ironed. So we started off with 44, right? Because 11 4-inch pieces. How big do you think it is? Put your guesses in the comments down below. 20, 30, 39, almost, a little bigger than 38. So what I decided I'm going to do, I'm too scared to chop it up. I don't want to chop it up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to using all stuff from my stash. So I got this at the thrift store a long time ago, like $2 from the thrift store. And so this is 60 by 60. So this is definitely big enough. What I think I'm going to do, because I don't want to be wasteful, is I think I'm going to do a 30 by 30. But then I've just wasted part of what I did. I don't know. I gotta think about this. I'm gonna open this up and lay it out. Okay, long ways, the top is 39 as well. But with this batting, to try not be wasteful, if I fold it into 4s, then it's 31. Let me lay this out. If I cut it into 4s, I can get 4 blankets out of this, 30 by 30. And I feel like that'd be so much more useful. So I think these might be the end blocks instead of these guys, which kind of frustrated, wasted my time doing that, but whatever, it is what it is. I should have thought about my batting, or the other option is not to put any batting, but then I think it'd be too thin. So I think I'm going to do the batting. Okay, I cut this up into 30 by 30 squares, so just cut in 4, and now I can make 4 blankets, so I'll have 3 remaining. I'll iron it out before I stitch it down, and what I need to do is seam rip the last 2 mermaids, and then we'll be ready for the next step. Okay, we've got our batting square, we've got all this excess fabric, so I want to cut the fabric down to be closer to the right size, and then I want to embroider the little girl's name. So trim up, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to embroider it. Also, maybe I shouldn't have ironed this batting. Yeah, hopefully I didn't mess up my iron. We are all good. I grabbed a scrap piece of fabric and I was able to do clean off the batting, and I went ahead and on the side of my iron here I have this little hole, and so I put the scrap fabric into the hole and went all the way around. And look, your iron gets gross. You need to clean your iron. Alrighty, batting matches the top, so now what I'm going to do is fold it in fourths. So in one of these center quadrants right here is where I want the embroidered name to go, so that when it's folded up, this is where you're going to see the name. So it seems like this is like the more chill side, so probably on this side. Let me go find some coordinating threads. I've got my 2 containers of embroidery thread. These containers are from Joann's. I love them. They are so beautiful. So now we just need to find some coordinating thread. Here are all the colors that I think match. I'm thinking one of these lighter colors. I don't know if I really want to go darker. To be honest with you, I think I'm just going to go with this one because it's already open. I don't care about opening them, but this one's already opened. Or should I do this one? I'll go with this one. Okay, I know I want her name to be right there. And like I've talked before, I'm going to use 2 pieces of stabilizer. So this is a piece I've already used. This is half of a piece I've already used. If I go like this, then I have a full piece, and that's how you can get one more use out of your stabilizer. So I'm going to go ahead and hoop this up and get it on the machine and get it embroidered. Hooped up, and I'd say that's pretty good. And if you're wondering about the stabilizer, I didn't even use staples or anything, but look, this is a full block of stabilizer, so it's perfectly fine. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so stinking cute. The little girl's name is Lindley, I believe is how you pronounce it. I love this, like, subtle, it's not obnoxious, like it's just there, and when you fold it in fourths, it's just right there in the corner. So the next thing is I'm gonna put the batting down with this top layer on top of it, and I'm gonna like quilt it down so that it stays. I'm not putting the back layer because I don't want to deal with like worrying about the bobbin, you know, making tangles or anything. Like, who cares? It's the inside of it. I'm going to do like where you turn it right side out. So I don't use pink very often, and I've talked a million times about I love this little container of Gutermann thread. So in instances like this, I have a bunch of different colors even though I don't use them all the time. So I'm seeing some pinks over here. So one of these 2. Well, which one matches the name better? I don't know. I don't know which is better. I gotta think about this. One of these 2. In case you were wondering, the stabilizer worked just fine. I could probably get a second use out of this piece. So don't use just one-use items. Get another use out of your craft supplies. Okay, I went ahead and safety pinned every other row, like you can see here. So there's like a 2 per each row, so the top is not moving off the batting. I'm going to use this thread. I'm going to put my walking foot on, and then I'm going to go along this line. I think I might do it like this. I don't know. I haven't decided. It's either 9 lines or 18, so we'll see. I'll probably start by doing 1 on each and then go the other way. I know you should start in the middle, so we'll see how it goes. Guys, I am loving how this is turning out. Look how stinking cute. Ah, I love it. Now on the sides, the batting did come in a little, but where it is still here, I did a little top stitch around the edge to hold it down. What I'm thinking was the satin for the back, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm kind of going to picture frame this horse fabric. Again, just using what I have. This was already on my bookcase. So the satin is going to be a 4-sided border, and then the horse fabric in the middle, and that'll be the back side. So I'm going to get working on that, and then we can stitch them together, turn it right side out, top stitch. How I'm getting my horse measurement is I've got this guy folded in 4s just like with the other one, and then we're gonna square it. So it needs to be a little smaller, pull it in some, a little smaller, and then that's how big the horse will be, and I gotta make sure I have enough satin. Okay, here are my rough measurements. So I have 2 pieces of satin fabric. So I have 1 piece laying here, and this guy is folded into equal thirds. So 1, 2, 3. And then this is how big the square of the horse fabric can be. So by cutting the horse fabric in this square, adding on the 4 sides, we should be good to then trim up and square up the top. Here is an idea of what it's going to look like. What I need to do before I do anything else is serge the 2 long raw edges of all these satin because they fray like crazy and they are terrible to work with. So serge them, then I can piece together. Here is my 20.5 squared block of the horses, 6 inches of the serged satin for the sides. I am so much happier now that it's serged. I'm not going to rip my hair out trying to work with this. So now I need to attach the satin on each side. I don't know how I'm going to do the corners. I'm thinking just like overlay each one. I don't know. It might be easier to just do like the sides and then the top. Yeah, I'm probably just going to do that. Simpler the better. I have stitched together the middle to the exterior. I haven't done the sides yet. I really like a mitered corner. I'm gonna try and do it. We're gonna see how it turns out, and I hope I don't screw it up. So wish me luck. I'm so glad I took the risk. Oh my god, look how gorgeous this is. I just have to figure out how to do this. I think I just continue sewing up this line. I don't know. Problem for a later time. Need to miter the other corners first. This is so girly and I absolutely love it. It is so adorable, so precious. Okay, the last step. Now we're going to just place these right sides together. Sew, leave an opening, turn, top stitch. Alright, I put a ton of pins in so that it definitely won't shift. Still got my walking foot on. I'm going to go ahead and sew this together. I'm planning on rounding the corners. I used the corner of my embroidery tool and the disappearing ink. So I'm going to try rounding the corners. We'll see how it goes. Stitched up real nicely, and the rounded corners, I feel like they worked pretty well. I'm glad I had the marker there. It made it nice and easy to do the curves. I do need to trim this. However, I want to test to make sure, you know, like this side with the selvage still I did enough, and just that there's enough space. I left a hand size hole, so we're going to turn it right side out, check it, turn it back wrong side out, serge with the blade on, and then turn in right top stitch. I think this looks super cute. I even put one of my little tags, so it's not obnoxious, just a little tag there. And then on the back, super cute. I need to turn it back, right or wrong side out, trim with the serger, turn it back like this, right side out, and then we'll iron and top stitch. I only wound this bobbin for top stitching. What do you think? Am I going to have enough or am I going to run out? Let's see. I was successful. Look, there's still some left. I did a pretty good job at eyeballing it. Let me show you the finished blanket. Here is the side with the horses. Super cute. And then here is the other side. So cute. Oh, you like my cracking knees? Yep, so cute. Where's the name? Right there. There's the name. Ah! So stinky cute. This is how much bobbin is left after I top stitched one of the burp cloths. So I made these burp cloths with the remaining fabric. Super cute. So this one is the one that I used the remaining bobbin for. These were the remaining pieces of terry cloth I had left. This one I actually made square. I don't know if that'd be better as a burp cloth, or maybe just like a lay down mat when you're changing the kid. I don't know. I think they'll all be useful.